This is Soccer in the South with Wolfman Jeff coming at you. All right, hope you're having a good weekend. Today, Wolves hosted Liverpool over at the Millennium. Liverpool proved why they're the top of the league table with a 0-2 victory over Wolves today. They were so effective in shutting down what we had planned. Now, we did a lot to shut them down as well. Nuno did surprise us with his starting lineup. He put in Saiz there in the midfield with Neves, moved Moutinho up to the front middle, which I thought was an interesting move. But instead of having Gibbs White still on the front, he replaced him with Traore. And not quite sure that worked. I think Moutinho up front was fine, and Saiz in the middle I think was very helpful and probably the right call. Not so sure if that was the right call for having Traore up there. I know I've been critical of Traore, but I do think he would have been much more effective coming probably after the 60-minute mark, which is when we started getting pretty sluggish. Mo Salah, he scored very early, I think about the 17th minute, but I was impressed that our side did not get discouraged with that. Liverpool still had the upper hand, but we were able to keep up with them through most of the first half. That gap kind of widened, I think, a little bit in the second half. By the time Virgil scored later on, I think the belief that we were going to be able to do something started to fade more and more. And by the 80th minute, it was Liverpool firmly in the driving seat. Now, our defense closed down quite a lot, but Liverpool could have scored much more than the two that they got had it been another side. So I think it's an encouragement, but still they brought much more than we could give at this moment. I'm not discouraged, though. I had a good time, and we have a lot of work to do, but maybe this is going to help us as we look for a striker coming in January. As far as for watching the game, my wife Beth and I, we did go to Feed Company Table and Tavern in downtown Chattanooga. There weren't as many Liverpool supporters as there usually are on Saturday, but there was still a good number, maybe about a dozen or so. They were really nice to me. They gave me a little hard time when they saw this at first, but they were actually very, very happy we were there. There was actually a Crystal Palace supporter that comes in. He watches all the matches through there, so he was glad to see that we were giving Liverpool a run. But my wife and I would definitely come back to Feed Company. It was a good time, and it was a good place to watch a match here in Chattanooga. My wife did get some footage of me watching the match. It's not quite the same as the footage you'll see of some of my friends who post on here when they're actually at the Molineux, but I'm pretty sure you'll see my face giving some of the same reactions that you may have given while you were watching. Yelled at the television quite a bit today, but they didn't kick me out, which was good. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the match. What you think about it? How do you think we lined up with Liverpool? The lineup, what would you have done differently? Who would you have had in there? Do you think, like myself, that Traore is better in the second half? Or do you think, no, that was probably the best place to put him? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, is there anyone on your radar as we start to come to January and we're going to be looking at who's going to be coming in, who we're going to sign? Is there anyone you've been hearing rumors about you'd like to share, or maybe some that you hope can come in? I'd like to hear about that. So go ahead and feel free to post your comments below. Hit the like button, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. This is Soccer in the South with Wolfman Jeff.